Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly. This is primarily a drone show. We'll be sharing adventures from all over the world. We hope to have interesting guests every week, and we're glad that you tuned in tonight. We'll be flying different drones in different locations. We encourage viewer participation in the chat. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Every week we'll have another interesting guest. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We'll be sharing various adventures by our guests as well as myself. And thank you for joining us tonight. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live. It's Monday night, and I have another great show scheduled with an awesome guest. And anybody who's on Facebook knows who he is, and that's Dennis Lovelady, also known as the Singing Droner. And Dennis and I have been friends now for over 3 years, and I got to know him from his Sunday morning, well, Saturday and Sunday morning live streams, and I forget how I actually heard about him or maybe stumbled. Well, I guess Paulie Drone Bum. He's the one who told me about him because I used to fly with Paul, and he told me about these guys who fly at sunrise on the weekends, and I started watching them. And Dennis amazed me because he plays an ukulele and he sings and he flies a drone. And I thought that was like so amazing, really. Um, and we've been friends ever since. And I really think the world of Dennis, and he knows it. And I'm so happy when he's a guest on my show. So, and he's coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup too. He's going to be performing for us. He performed last year at the South Florida Drone Meetup, and everybody loved it. And he agreed to sing and play his ukulele for us again this year. So I'm looking forward to that. But it's amazing because I'm just so happy when you turn on the live stream, and you wonder how many people are going to be watching, and sometimes there's nobody there yet because I get in the back room early, and then one pops in, then two pops in, and then you got five watching, and it just means a lot to me. So I want to say thank you to all of you who are watching tonight, really from the bottom of my heart. But Al, South Florida Drone Flies, he was number one, and Dustin, he was right behind him, and Bill, Kin Dynasty Drones, how you doing? Good to see you. And JC flying. Always good to see JC coming to us all the way from North Carolina. And JC's coming down to the South Florida Drone Meetup again. He's got that penthouse suite all booked. He booked it. He was the first one to book the hotel. And he did that a couple of days after last year's meetup once he knew that we were going to have that same hotel as the official hotel of the South Florida Drone Meetup. And while I'm talking about it, I'll get back to the name shortly. But, we are having our third annual South Florida Drone Meetup on April 1st, 2023 at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park in Jensen Beach, Florida. And it's free to attend. And we have 106 names on the list right now. And if you're coming, please let me know and I'll add you to the list. It's not like you have to be on the list to come, but if your name goes on the list, you're going to get assigned a number and there's going to be a raffle prize given to somebody that's on that list. So just let me know if you're coming. And I'm very excited about it. The drone committee has been really putting in a lot of work, and the raffle prizes are coming in. I am surrounded by raffle prizes here at my little computer desk. I'm just I'm just going to show this one because this one has some green in it. And I showed it last night on Paul Widgenbig. And look at this. Look at we got $400. Look at this. But this is going to buy us all lunch at the South Florida Drone Meetup. Just to let everybody know, we won't be passing around a hat again or asking for donations. We got the money and we got it all covered. So I don't know what we're going to get. It's not going to be steak and lobster. Don't think it's going to be steak and lobster because it's not. But we'll have some lunch. Maybe it'll be pizza again, but who knows? And it's going to be a good time either way, and we'll have plenty of drinks there and water. But the most important thing is that you come and you have a good time. But I got to say thank you to PayPixel. PayPixel's the one that sent us a check, and I cashed it, and I got some cash. But the other half of this check, there's 400 here, but the other half went to buy a Mini 2 drone, a bundle that I ordered at Costco. I should be receiving it tomorrow, and that's going to be one of the raffle prizes. But I like to show some of the raffle prizes because that gets people excited. And this is an Autel Evo 2 Nano Plus Premium Bundle, and this was sent to us by Al DS, Time to Fly, and Al's in the chat, so I want to say thank you to him. Um, it's a great raffle prize. There's no doubt about it. But I put this money in Al's cup, so somebody's going to win one of Al's cups too, and along with his stickers. And we have a big sponsor, and I was going to ask him to be on the show tonight, but I know he's busy. He was down at the Miami Drone Racing League all weekend, and that's Ken Dono, original Dobo. He is sponsoring the South Florida Drone Meetup this year. He has said he's donating a Evo 2 V3 drone along with a smart controller. And then he sent me just the other day, he sent me a picture of two more drones, two more FPV drones that he's going to be giving us. And it means a lot to have Ken sponsoring it. So thank you to Ken Dona. And he'll be on, he'll be talking about these drones, hopefully in the near future. But let me just get back to the names because Dennis is almost out of the shrimp and lobster that's in the back room. And did I say hi to Lee Bessing, Yellow Rose Drones? I got his package right over here. And I showed them already on the live stream, but it was a big box full of drone accessories. So I got to say thank you to Lee. And Captain Joe's in the chat, coming to us all the way from Louisiana. And Michael Belshi, how you doing, Michael? Good to see you. And Tomas Ariels, coming to us all the way from Ireland. How you doing, Tomas? John Flynn, Flying Flynn Media. How you doing? And John Flynn sponsoring the meetup. He donated six, I think he said six T-shirts, and he sent us some stickers, and we'll be giving them away. So thank you to John Flynn. And I tell you, if I don't have the list in front of me open, it's hard to remember them all, but I do the best I can, and I can't name them all. Otherwise, Dennis will be in the back room for the whole hour, and I don't want to leave him back there too much longer. But I want to say hello to Alicia B. She's in the chat. How you doing? And Trucker Steve. I had the pleasure of flying with Trucker Steve yesterday morning in Pompano Beach. I took him to Al's secret spot down by the fishing pier. And him and I had an awesome flight at sunrise. And then I went out to breakfast with him, and he was kind enough to buy me breakfast. And I want to say thank you to Steve for that. But more importantly, I got to know Steve really well, and he's a great guy. And he's coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup. He drives around the country in his 18-wheeler, and I think he purposely scheduled the service so he could come to the South Florida Drone Meetup. So thank you to Steve. And Charles Goluski and George Kelly and Paul Wedgenbig, he's there. Paul Brown, how you doing? And you had a great great show last night. Thank you for having me on the one-on-one. And you put me on the spot, and you got me, rummaging around in the garbage can, which was totally, totally unexpected. But it was a great, great interview. So thank you, Paul. And we got Alan, Drone Views Media, coming to us from Ireland. How you doing, Alan? And Jeff at Carolina Air Shots. How you doing? And I'm going to get back to the names because I don't want to leave Dennis in the back room too long. So I want to bring him in, and I want you all to give Dennis a big, warm welcome because he's coming to us all the way from Georgia. How you doing, Dennis?
Oh, that shrimp and lobster was delicious. Thank you for that. That was very refreshing.
I know. It's just an ongoing joke that we have, and um, Dennis, you mean the world to me. I got to know you, and we've flown together quite a few times now. You came to both South Florida drone meetups, but you came and visited me that one time for 3 days, and
of course,
that was great.
You mean the world to me too, right? Like you said, we're friends. That's very accurate. I hold you as a very close friend. So
yeah, but I know people have heard how you became involved with drones, but we can repeat it because we have a lot of new people in the chats now.
Sure.
So if you could just briefly tell people how you became a drone pilot.
Okay. Well, a friend of mine from church was into flying DJI drones, the Phantom series, and at that time the Phantom 3 was out, and the Mavic Pro had been introduced or had been announced. And he said, "You ought to look into that." And he got me intrigued, and so I did. I pre-ordered one, and I got one of the early deliveries of the Mavic Pro. It came on Christmas Eve. Was that 2016? I believe it was. I believe it was 7 years ago, almost.
Wow.
6.5. I know, crazy, huh? But anyway, yeah, that was my introduction to drones. And he doesn't. He has a Phantom 3. That's his. No, he also had a Mavic Pro. He ordered one when I ordered mine, and but he just doesn't fly that stuff anymore. He's into air guns and that. But yeah, that's how I got into flying them. And then of course YouTube, right? I found a community of people that seemed very friendly, and they were doing all kinds of cool stuff with drones. Of course, most people aren't interested in those sorts of videos anymore that brought me in, but I was, and I still am. And yeah, so that's how I got to become part of a community, I
Yeah,
guess.
well, it's interesting, Dennis. It is, and
Yeah.
we should have like pre-rehearsed this. We talked briefly in the back room, but we should have said, please have your ukulele ready because Jerry Bauer wants you to sing something already.
Oh, it's always.
So, hey, Scott, how you doing, Scott and Jerry? How you doing? Stephen Drones, good to see you. Yeah.
I'm rarely far away from a ukulele. So
I figured that. You know. But how did you come up with the idea to sing and play ukulele while you're flying a drone?
well, I love to sing. I've always loved to sing, and but I felt like and so I started very shyly. I wish I've been going back trying to find. I haven't found it yet, but trying to find that first live stream where I was actually singing. I was kind of like, hiding behind the speakers, as it were, right? So just kind of like basically humming to myself more than anything. But as and people seemed to like it, so I became bolder and bolder about it. But I always felt like I needed some sort of accompaniment. It was just not enough to sing. And so I decided I needed to learn some instrument. And I researched guitar and ukulele, and from what I could glean, ukulele was the easier choice. Now, I now wish that I hadn't taken the easy route, but I did, and so that's how I landed on ukulele. I researched guitar and ukulele because those are the two natural ones, right? You're not going to sing with a trumpet. right? Or
No,
saxophone
no.
or
But you
something
know,
else.
funny. It was funny, Dennis, because you know that I had owned a ukulele before I started watching you, but
Right.
I had never learned how to play it. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you
So
sort of inspired me to strum it more often.
yeah. So for those in the chat, I've told Ray that I hope to find some very simple song. There are plenty of them. You know, you can teach a 2 year old to play ukulele, right? So there are some very simple songs out there, and hope to teach Ray something so that we can do a duet. I think it'd be cool,
Oh
even if it's
yeah, I
an
don't know.
extremely simple. You know, even if it's, I don't know, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, something. You know, so
Well, it'll be
it
fun.
won't be
There's
that,
no
by
doubt
the way,
about it.
because that's more complex than you want. But
Yeah.
we'll
Well,
find some.
I set the bongos up last year, you know, but I really didn't play along with you.
Right,
So maybe I'll bring the bongos too, and I got a Congo drum, and you never know, you never
the
know.
singing trumpet man. That's right.
And the harmonica, don't forget, I do play the harmonica a little bit, but
I
again,
have I have a harmonica downstairs, and I haven't braved that yet, but I have one in C, and I have one in, I think, B flat.
hey, we
And
got number 13 in the chat. How you doing, Gary? Good to see you.
cool.
Yeah, you know,
30 watching.
yeah. But yeah, John K, how you doing? Good to see you. Like I said, Dennis, I told you in the back room, it's hard for me to keep up with the chat and talk to you.
Me
But
too.
you know, I know you also sing in a choir
I do.
at your church. Can you talk
Yes.
about that a little bit if you want to?
Sure. Yeah, I attend the Peachtree City First Baptist Church. That's a mouthful. And Peachtree City, by the way, it's not a city called Peachtree. The name of the town, it's a town, it's not a city. The name of the town is Peachtree City. But anyway, the Peachtree City First Baptist Church is the one that I attend, and I sing there pretty much every Sunday morning. Sometimes there's no choir, and sometimes I'm at our son's house or something and can't do it. But yeah, I enjoy that. And then we have rehearsals every Wednesday. So, like I said, I love to sing. It's something in me, and it's been there since I was very young. I was raised in a family of people who absolutely weren't afraid to sing, and yeah, so I enjoy that.
That's good. It is.
Yeah.
I give you a lot of credit. I do. You know, and it's funny because I often thought of joining a music ministry. You know, when I was attending church, but I always chickened out. I didn't have the guts to do it. You know, and I should have.
But,
I should have because you
but
learn, right?
you do, and there is absolutely a boldness required, for even if it's a minor boldness, you got to be a little bit bold to stand out there and hey, this is me, take it or leave it. So
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
anyway, Gary put up a note that he's doing good, and his prizes just came in for the South Florida Drone meetup. That's good. He's packing
nice.
them in his luggage. You know, I'm looking forward to meeting Gary. You know, we all
I
know
am
him from
too.
the
Yeah,
live streams. You know,
right,
and
right.
he's coming a long way from Canada. You know, he's one of our international drone pilots that's attending,
Wow.
and I want to say thank you to Gary for coming. But Gary, you're going to have a great time. There's no doubt in my mind about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, and Mike Lane, how you doing? Good to see you. Night Train.
And
Yeah.
stealing from Rodney, what Rodney said before, I'm like him. I go to these meetups, the spin up meetups, and the ones in South Florida, and I do very little flying. Although I pack all whatever drones I have at the moment, right? I pack them all in my car, but they generally stay in the car because there's so much interaction with people, to do.
Well, you know that I set up early. I get there at 6 a.m. But
Yeah,
you and Rodney are usually out there flying at sunrise already at 6
correct.
a.m.
Yeah,
somewheres, you know.
yeah,
and that's great, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you'll do
Rodney,
that again, right?
well, Rodney probably won't make. He's saying that he doesn't have the funds, so he won't
Right.
be
I
able to,
heard that. Yeah.
unfortunately. So, but yeah, I mean, weather permitting, that's exactly what I intend to do. So,
Hi, Laura. How you doing?
hi, little
I know when I showed up at the hotel on Sunday morning, and I walked in the parking lot, you guys were out there doing the sunrise stream, and I
yeah,
thought that was just so great.
it's
Really.
fun. We enjoy doing it. It's about the. If there were no people in the chats, I wouldn't do it probably. But yeah, it's good to have that interaction. But I just love it. I do.
You know, another big aspect of the South Florida Drone Meetup, and got to give Bill Ronayne a lot of credit because he started live streaming it, the meetup itself, and
Right.
that was a big hit. People
Yeah.
that couldn't attend it were able to watch it, you know,
Right.
and he's going to do it again this year, and
Cool.
he says he's going to do it even better. He's going to have the camera, the computer in a different position so it gets better headshots and chest shots rather than crotch shots.
But I thought he did a great job.
He did.
And
He
by the
did a
way,
bad.
the night before, wasn't it the night before? Or was it the
The
night?
meet and greet Friday night.
That yeah, that was Friday. That was the night before. Yeah, he opened up
The
that
billiard
bar
hall.
area for us, and that was just great.
It
We had a
was.
lot of opportunity to spend time with one another and talk and that's compliments of Bill Ronayne, Uncle Bill's
Yeah,
toy.
yeah. Hey, Randy, what are you doing, Randy? Randy Lawrence is in the chat. Holy mackerel! Randy, he's one of my good friends now. He's up in Minnesota. Just to let you know, he's not a drone guy. He's an angler. He's a fisherman. But he
Oh,
comes
okay.
down to visit us here at the condo because his parents live here and his brother lives here,
Yeah,
and he's a very good angler. And that's Randy.
yeah.
So please, everybody, say hello to Randy.
Hello, Randy. There's no lack of lakes in Minnesota. That's
Yeah.
for
Maybe we'll get him flying drones while he's down here. He's coming down in a couple of weeks, so hopefully I'll let him fly my drone.
I used to go to
But anyway,
Rochester.
JSK Leonard, how you doing? Good to see you.
Hey, Leonard.
And I think Warren, did I say hello to you, Warren? How you doing? And Laura, how you doing?
Crotch
But
cam.
Dennis, do you want to talk about what you did in your previous life for work, or you'd rather not go there? Because
I
you're
don't care.
very technically savvy.
Yeah, I worked with computers from pretty much from the time I graduated high school until I retired in 2018, I think. Yeah, just recently. And yeah, but yeah, I was a computer techie guy, and so I did database administration and software development and system administration, system design, program design, all sorts of data processing back in the day, right? Data processing, then IT, information technology, and yeah. But I've just been basically computer centric for all of my time. So I still
And
do
I'm
that. I put just for fun. I have a network downstairs of computers and
oh I didn't know that.
oh yeah, I have 8 systems downstairs, I think, but and they're all networked together, of course. And then they're also networked with web.lovelady.com. And I have
Okay.
www.lovelady.com as well, but I don't do much with that. But um, yeah,
Well, that's interesting
still do that.
because, as you know, I'm not that good with computers and or live streaming. Even I'm very lucky that I can even get the live stream to work.
Well, you do a great job. You do.
You know,
Yeah.
thank you. And
Yeah.
by no means an expert drone pilot, but we have fun. I have fun flying, as you know. I like my little meetups, mini meetups are like great. You know.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but I don't consider myself an expert drone pilot. I'm okay. I can kind of fly a little bit and this and that, but no,
You know what?
I piddle with
No,
it.
no, no. Like I say, you were one of the first guys that I started watching when I was
Yeah,
getting serious about drone flying, and I learned a lot watching you, listening to
right,
you, and it wasn't all about entertainment,
right.
And I know I've called you a few times for help, and you were more than happy to help me or try to help me, and I appreciate that.
Okay.
Hey, John, Unlimited Vertical, how you doing? Good to see you.
So were
And
you joking that Charles wanted to hear something, or I don't know?
say that again, Dennis.
Were you joking that I think you said Charles Gillespie wanted to hear something, or maybe it was somebody else?
Well,
Only
no, it was Jerry. Yeah, Jerry
Derek.
Bauer had mentioned
Oh,
it, and then Scott seconded it, I guess. So yeah, can you sing us something?
what did they want to
Yeah,
hear? I don't know.
yeah. If you got a request, put it in the chat, guys. And
Yeah,
um,
I work from requests.
I know, you do that, and it's great. And by the way, didn't you want to talk about the video you posted? You posted one tonight
If
or
you
no?
like, yeah,
Yeah, tell us about that.
I could sing that. It's a great song. Most people know that Rodney Bell. Most people know Rodney Bell, and those who do know him, most of those know that his mother passed away recently, in early January, I believe it was. It might have been. It was right around New Year's, but I don't remember where around New Year's it was. Um, Pick your favorite. Okay, what I'll do, Jerry, is the song that I'm just going to talk about. It's rather long, sorry, but it's I love it. Anyway, so where was I? Rodney's mother passed away, and the next day he discovered this song called "Bye Mom," and a week or so later he published a video that used that in the background of his drone flying and that. And I said I had to learn that song. Um, but anyway, so that's my new favorite, and it's I just recorded it today, and 3 minutes from now on my Dennis Sings channel, which I don't advertise much. I just have like I don't know 30 subscribers or something. But anyway, Dennis is ready to jam. Um, uh, yeah, that song "Bye Mom" will be going live on the Dennis Sings channel, and
Very cool.
I can put it if you like. It's okay to put a link to that channel.
Of course, yeah, yeah, of
But,
course. I'm not good with links, otherwise I'd do it. Hey, Maddie Drone World's in the chat. How you doing, Maddie? Good to see you.
that's the link to the channel. But yeah, if you don't mind, I'll do that. Like I said, it's rather lengthy.
No,
Um,
go ahead. Yeah, I
uh,
think everybody will enjoy it.
Let me just see here. All right. Bye, Mom. That's what I said at 5 years old, the first day of school. Already then I thought that I was way too cool. I thought I had it figured out, but I didn't know a thing. Bye, Mom. Don't worry about me, I'll see you at 3 at the bus stop. And I know that you'll be right there to pick me up in the old truck. I know that's just the way it is when you think you're grown, but you're still a kid and you don't know you're somebody, that somebody loves more than themselves. And there's a beauty in the innocence of not knowing that the time they've spent is more than one could ask for. And that's a special kind of love, and it's only there for a lifetime, then it's gone. and it's by Mom. You can drop me off down the block around the corner square. All my buddies are waiting for me just over there. I'll see you later on. Bye, Mom. It's a cap and a gown in a brand new town 8 hours away. Don't cry, I'll be okay. And I know that's just the way it is when you think you're grown, but you're still a kid and you don't know you're somebody that somebody loves more than themselves. And there's a beauty in the innocence of not knowing that the time they spend is more than they could ask for. And that's a special kind of love. And it's only there for a lifetime, then it's gone. And it's my Mom. And my Mom, I sang a million mornings at the Peachtree Baptist Church. And by Mom, I waited hours and hours till she got off from work. And by Mom, I stood and cried and laid a rose onto her grave. And by Mom were the last words that I spoke before I sang Amazing Grace. And I know that's just the way it is when you're all grown up, but you're still a kid and you realize you're somebody that somebody loves more than themselves. And there's a beauty in the innocence of not knowing that the time they've spent is more than one could ask for. And that's a special kind of love. And it's only there for a lifetime, then it's gone. Yeah, it's only there for a lifetime, then it's gone. And it's by Mom. Yeah, by Mom.
Very, very nice, Dennis. Really.
Thanks.
Wow, that
Taken
was
there.
great. Very nice lyrics.
Yeah,
Really.
that's a
And you
that's
composed that
a,
all yourself?
no. I did not compose that. That's
Oh,
by a man
okay.
named Chris Jansen. And
Okay. Yep. Yep.
no, that's not my song. I wish it were. I changed the words. You heard me say Peachtree
Right,
Baptist
right. Yeah,
Church.
yeah. You changed
I
it. You
I
modified it.
changed
Okay.
that, but the reason that I did it, I mean, besides the fact that it fits, but the reason that I did it is that it's originally written. Um, I sang a million mornings at the Bryce Street Baptist Church, and Bryce Street Baptist Church is hard for me to sing. It comes out as a tongue twister, and it always
Yeah.
comes out Bryce Street Baptist for me. So I just said
Okay. Well, you're
I got
getting so many nice comments in the chat. I
oh,
know maybe you're not seeing
and
them all, but
obviously
look
I'm
at
not looking at that. That's
Thomas. That was beautiful. Very nice, Dennis. And,
yeah,
oh, awesome from Trucker Steve, John K. Nice. Beautiful job. Yeah. From
yeah, but
John Flynn.
that's my current
Wow.
favorite. So,
Yeah.
but next will be probably cover of the Rolling Stone in harmony. So we'll hope to do that maybe
Yeah.
this week.
Well, we got a celebrity in the chat now, and that's DeMarco Moore. He's in the chat, FSU grad '03. How you doing, DeMarco?
Hey,
Thank you for
DeMarco,
coming
I
in.
never knew DeMarco's last name.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Moore, huh?
Yes, it is. Like my mother-in-law.
Ah,
She was a Moore. Yeah. But he's coming to the South Florida drone meetup, Dennis.
cool.
Him and
Good.
his uncle Kevin are coming.
Nice.
So we get
Now
to
he's
see
coming
them.
from far away, right? I believe the first time I met him, it was at Spin Up in Texas.
Yeah, that's where I met him too, in Spin Up.
Right.
Yeah. And he's such a great guy too.
He
And
is.
speaking of him, he comes on at 9 o'clock tonight with the Drone Nation crew, Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford. I don't
Hmm.
know if Ron will be in. I hope he is. He's actually driving down to Florida. I don't know if he's made it. I know he needed a night. I know he was stopping somewheres because he's not getting into his rental until tomorrow, I believe. But 9 o'clock, guys, Drone Nation. So it's one of my favorite shows. I think you
Yeah.
know that already, Dennis.
Yeah.
Yeah. But just let me get to my format of the show.
Sure.
And I have a little tip of the week, that I talk about. And it's just, if you're flying at night, use a strobe light. You're supposed to use a strobe light. So there's all different kind of brands you can get. I have a Ulanzi. That's what I use on my drones. But there's all kinds. And do you fly at night? Do you use a strobe light,
Oh
Dennis?
yeah, I use Firehouse technology, the
Firehouse.
R5, right? So yeah, I think they were the predecessors. I don't know, but they're certainly not the cheap brand, right? But
Right.
I don't know if any of them are. But yeah, that's what I use. Firehouse. I have
Yeah.
Firehouse for the Mavic 3 and for the Mini 3.
Right. Well, it makes it so easy to see up there when you got a
Oh, it
strobe
does.
light.
Yeah, I put the way I mount them is one on each arm, right? With the front ones pointing forward and the back ones pointing backward. And so no matter what the orientation is,
Yeah.
somebody's going to see that if it's important to be seen. So
I used to always have the drone right next to me, but I've
right.
rearranged and I'll have the table here no more because I get so many raffle prizes. But and I'm not showing my drone that I fly near as much as I used to. People
Yeah.
started making fun of me, showing my Mavic 3 a lot.
Oh
But
well, they're
I have
getting
the strobes on my Air 2S also. Yep. Hey,
yeah.
John, Connecticut Formula. Good to see you.
Well, there was
And
a time that having a Mavic 3 was kind of like having a Lamborghini, right? I mean, that not a lot of people had them,
yeah,
and still
I
not
know.
a lot of them. I think there's a twofold reason for that. Partially because FPV drones are so very popular now, and
They are.
um,
Yeah.
what was the other reason? I don't know. That's well, they're very expensive, but the Mavic
You
3.
know, John from Connecticut Formulas in the chat. So I just want
Oh,
to let
cool,
everybody know that I received a bunch of stickers from him, and I think
nice.
he's got a very, very cool logo. So we'll be
Yeah,
giving these out
that's
at the
that
South
needs to be
Florida
on my
Drone Meetup too.
needs to be on the front of
Thank
my
you,
golf.
John. Um, but another thing I want to talk about, Dennis, and just to let you know, people didn't know that I ordered hats for the South Florida Drone Meetup. These are going to be available for purchase at the meetup. All the
Nice.
shirts had to be pre-ordered, and I did order them. I have received them,
Now
and
I
they came
ordered a
out.
shirt, did I not?
I think you did.
I
I
think I
don't have
did
the
too.
list right in front of me now,
It's fine. It's fine. I'm pretty
but
sure I did.
um,
So how much are the hats?
20. They're going to be 20, but let's see. I could go over the list. I just didn't have it up,
No, no, don't.
but
That's not necessary.
um, and I want to tell people that the first 125 that show up, they're going to get a nice lanyard from Pilot Institute because Greg
Ah,
sent us 125 of them, and they
nice.
are great. You
Yeah.
know, we had them last year, and they were a big hit. Um, and Brad, he's going to make up coasters again for us.
Nice.
Brad
Yeah.
Alston. I don't know if they're going to be square or they're going to be round like the first year, and he'll have his ID cards uh,
Cool.
made up.
Did you, did you notice that Qin Dynasty is not a moderator? I don't know if
No, I see it now that you're pointing it out, but I will go over the stream and I will make all the
okay.
non-moderators moderators. So I will do that, and I apologize for not doing it sooner.
And
But
I was
I
just
let's see, I probably can do it right now. It's just that look at this. I didn't know you could pick something. But Ken, you should be a moderator now, and I know Randy had come in earlier, and he wasn't a moderator. And John Kay, you're a moderator now. Um, yeah. but no. Oh, Jeff, I thought you were a moderator. I'm sorry, Jeff. So, but it's hard to keep up, and
It
I
is.
do the best I can. Where's Randy? He's probably not watching no more. But
I can't make moderate. I can't people.
Laura,
I
I'm gonna make
really can't.
Laura a
I can't do
moderator.
it.
So,
I
um,
can't make people moderators while I'm live streaming because I can't watch my live streams as Dennis Lovelady. They just
oh,
don't
okay,
appear. They just don't
yeah.
appear. That's the reason that all that request stuff and so on. It's
Oh,
actually
time, Al, you're not a moderator. I'm sorry, Al. I thought you were too, Al Diaz. So you're a moderator now, or you should be. But I'll go over the list after the stream, and I'll make everybody a moderator because
I
that's the
didn't
way
mean to
I
put
do
you
it.
on the spot. Sorry
No,
about
no, no. I'm glad you pointed it out. Thank you. Um, so now, are you a Pult 107?
no,
No, I didn't think so. Yeah. Do you
no,
have any plans on becoming one, or no? No, no interest.
no. I wouldn't do anything with the business. I just, you know,
Yep. Right. Right. You fly for fun, like
I do.
yeah, and you have a good time doing it.
Yeah, absolutely do. And I get to
Um,
meet so many good people. I had a great trip. Most people, a lot of people know, but this 2 weeks ago, well, starting on the
yeah.
4th
Tell
of
us about
February,
that trip.
yeah, went to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, to meet up with Rodney and Ron Lockwood. Ron Lockwood he comes to Harrisburg almost every year, not last year, but he did this year, and we met him there before. And anyway, so Rodney and I converged on Ron Lockwood while he was there, and then Max and Tammy came down from New York, and so we all got to meet up, and we had a good time. Unfortunately, Ron was stuck in with his job. The reason that he was there at the Great American Sports Show,
Yep.
but after that, I drove up to Maine to see Susan Lee, and from Susan Lee, I went to Massachusetts. I saw Mr. Crowley and his drone, Sean Crowley.
Okay.
And then I went from Massachusetts to Rhode Island, and I met up with the Rhode Island Drone Meetup Group, RIDMUG. And
Right.
then from there, I saw Drone Bum. I had breakfast with Drone Bum in New York.
Okay. Good.
Yes, and then over to Al Duran and Brad Alston's place, River City. Sorry, I can't think now. Come on, it is River City, but what's Richmond, Virginia?
Yeah,
And then
Richmond.
right, and then from there I met up with Mike Kinney in North Carolina, and then came back home.
Yeah.
2,600 miles. But the point of that all was that every one of those people that I met up with are people from the drone community in one way or another. Now Susan has a drone but doesn't fly it.
Okay. I didn't know
But
that.
yeah, she does. But yeah, so every one of those people.
That's a whirlwind of a trip you did. Really.
It is, and I wish that I had made it a little bit longer, more spread out than I did. But it was good. I got to see so many things. No moose. I didn't see any moose,
No
unfortunately.
moose up in
No,
Maine.
no
No.
moose.
Yeah.
But
How was Mark Fisher's editing presentation? Because
it was good.
wasn't it?
He
Yeah.
does a
Right.
good job. He
Yeah.
he did. Actually, he wasn't doing the primary presentation. He was supplementing. I'm so bad with names.
Okay.
There was another person there that was doing the presentation, and Mark was basically
Hi,
adding
Jack. How you
commentary to
doing?
that.
Yep.
But it was good. They talked about DaVinci Resolve and Final Cut Pro,
Mm-hmm.
um, and different. Basically, it was about because you're talking to people that aren't doing editing, they don't have a habit of doing editing, so it's all new stuff, right? So basically,
Right.
it was not as much about the edit itself as it was about how you should apply for your edit.
Yeah, it looks like Brad Olson's in the chat. How you doing, Brad?
Hey, Brad,
Yep. Good to see you. Yep.
things like don't just put your drone up in the sky and turn it like I do for my live streams, right? Don't just do that and turn, that doesn't make an interesting shot, right? So and
Right.
those kinds of advice, so
It must have been very, very interesting.
it was good, yeah. So
Well, just to let everybody know, everybody in the chat, that we are having an editing presentation at the South Florida Drone Meetup. Alex Escardo has agreed to give a little editing presentation on how he edits his videos, and he's
cool.
incredible. If anybody's watched this channel, and I'm not good at the links, but I know Maddie's very good at putting up links. But he's an incredible drone pilot, and his editing is incredible. So he'll be giving us a little editing presentation at the South
Nice,
Florida Drone Meetup. Yeah.
nice.
So hey, we got Mudball. Don, how you doing? Good to see you.
I
Yeah.
was supposed to meet Michael Blade. I met Mark Fisher and 10 other people whose names, some of them I have written down and some of them I don't. But um, excuse me. I was supposed to meet Michael Blade, but he was not feeling well that day. So
Yeah. Michael, he's a great guy.
yeah,
And again, get well and prayers to his wife, Allison. She's going through some treatments and she'll be all right. No doubt about it. Just
yeah,
got to, um, and just to let people know, Michael Kelly's on the mend. Copper State aerials. He had some knee surgery recently. And he was coming to the South Florida Drone Meetup, but he's not going to be able to make it now.
oh
So, but
no.
he is on the mend. So,
So the knee surgery wasn't planned, or
yeah, no, I don't know exactly, but he's been in some of the chats lately, so he's coming along. Yep.
yeah. I have to answer the question. I have not been balloon flying lately. I tell you what, though, given
Yeah,
the
there you go.
opportunity, I would do it in a heartbeat.
You enjoyed that. That was a great live stream, by the way. You know that.
It worked
Tell
out
people
so
about
well.
it because so many people in the chat don't know what you did on that, the
Okay,
balloon ride.
right. So I went to South Dakota. My wife and I went to South Dakota, and we we uh, we visited with Ron Lockwood, um, which was our reason for going to South Dakota in the first place. But while we were there, Ron set me up with. I mean, I paid for the flight, but he set me up with these people that do balloon. Um, what's the word I want? Anyway, balloon rides. Um, and so yeah, we went there. We did a sunrise balloon ride in South Dakota. At what river is that? It's not the Cheyenne, but anyway, at some famous river, and it was great. And we were able to live stream that whole thing using
Yep.
this I think it was this phone, whatever phone it was. We were able to live stream that from the beginning, from the blowing up of the balloon, the inflation of the
It was
balloon,
incredible. That was an incredible live stream.
to the deflation of the balloon, and all of that without one break in the signal whatsoever. It was just an amazing time.
Yeah,
So
I know.
I was I was I wasn't doing the live stream. I was actually doing the same way that I've joined with you, Ray. I joined with Rodney Bell, and he was
Okay.
doing his Saturday morning live stream, and so we were a guest on there. But
And
that was
we got to see your wife, sort of meet your wife. She was right
yes,
alongside with you.
she is. That's a rare opportunity. She is a very shy person.
I know, I
Uh,
know.
she's
Yeah,
very,
but that
well,
was nice.
your wife as well, but um, yeah. So yeah, it was good that she was
We got
okay,
Bob Casey. Bob
she
Casey's
could
in the house. How you doing, Bob? Good to see you. Bob's
she
coming
could
to the South
easily have
Florida
said, no,
Drone
no,
Meetup.
no, you're not going to do that, and that would have been that, right? But she didn't. She was a trooper, and she cooperated, and it's good.
We got Steve Carpenter in the chat now. How you doing, Steve? Good to see you. Yep.
So
Mm-hmm.
I tell people that I got to meet my lovely wife, and my other wife can fend for herself.
Yeah. So, so what's your itinerary? Do you have an itinerary when you're arriving to South Florida and how long you're staying?
I don't have an itinerary because
Okay.
we don't have an itinerary for her return from China.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Um, until I know that, I can't make it. I mean, I'm going to be there on April 1st. She knows that. I know that. But it might be that I actually drive down there on April 1st, right? And I drive back on the night of April 1st. It depends on when she's coming back. But we
Okay.
just don't know.
Right.
Now,
Right.
it's critical from our prior understanding that she come back around or before. She could come back now, no problem whatsoever, right? But she needs to be back by April the 1st, according to our prior understanding. She's a green card holder, and April 1st will be 90 days after she left the United States.
Okay.
And our prior understanding, our understanding to date has always been that if you're a green card holder and you stay away from the United States more than 90 days, that an INS agent, or actually they're CIS now, but an agent at customs can say, well, you've abandoned your green card. We're not going to let you back into the country.
Right.
It's within their rights to do that when some limit has been reached. But well, I'm beginning to, my newest research says oh, thank you. My
Yep.
newest
Then
research
Maddie
says
put up your link. Thank you, Maddie.
that limit is not 90 days. It is in fact 1 year. So I'm going to talk to our attorney tomorrow. Dong Jing is the attorney that we have always used for those sorts of matters, and see what she has to say about that. And if that's the case, then more than likely, I expect she'd stay there another half month. But that
Okay.
means I can come down early. It's a
Good. Good.
long-winded way of saying I may be there, you know,
We just don't know yet. Yeah. Well,
hammering on
hopefully.
your door a few days before.
All right. Yeah, but Dennis, I have one of your videos queued up, so
Okay.
I wanna show a little bit of that, and I thought it was a great video. So let's see if we can do that. And I mean, it was a beautiful, beautiful sunset, and maybe you can narrate if
Oh,
and look at it. I mean, it is beautiful.
yeah. That night um, was the night after Matt North had convinced me that I need to start doing hyperlapses with my Mavic 3 and my Mini 3. And so I actually set up the Mini 3 for this because the Mavic 3 batteries are not charged.
It is beautiful,
Yeah,
really.
but yeah, that's a hyperlapse right out of the Mini 3. I did have to. I was shooting in log, so I had to color correct it. But yeah, I was really pleased with the way that came out. What a day!
You know what's interesting though is you usually do sunrises.
Yes. Well, I've often, not so much anymore, not so much lately. Maybe for the
Okay,
last couple of years, but I used to do sunsets whenever I can easily see out my west window. That
but that
right
was
there, there's
beautiful.
right there. There's a window that faces west, and
I had a beautiful sunset as we were going live. Really,
yeah, and in your location, I'm not surprised. But
yeah.
if there's a brilliant sunset, my blinds here will glow red, and that's my cue that I should be doing a live stream sunset, right?
We got Reptilian in the chat. How you doing? Good to
Hey,
see you.
Reptilian.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to
but
make it, Bob Casey, but I'm just not sure exactly when I will arrive. Like I said, I might arrive on the day of. Hard to
I'm
say.
just going to show a little bit. I've been dying to show this, and this was one of my videos. Just to let you know, Dennis, and it was an alligator hunt.
Really?
Ah, right.
Fishing for
Yeah, that's
alligators,
fun.
believe it or
What
not.
are the
And I
size of
flew
the
the
alligators you
drone
usually
while we
catch?
did it,
Oh, we got every size here,
and
from 4 foot
it
to
was
13 foot.
amazing. My friend
Every
Jeff
size
and
you imagine.
his friends decided to go alligator hunting, but it's actually fishing because you snag the alligator. And I ended up flying my Air 2S as
14
as
foot
part
gator
of it
tail.
during this
We're gonna
hunt.
send the drone
And they
up,
also
get it
shot
at
some
its
hogs, but I won't
earshot.
show that. But it was a fun day, really.
Great.
And it
So
turns
you
out
say they,
Randy Lawrence, who was in the chat earlier, they're going to do this again on March 14th, if I remember right. And and we're going to film this all over again. But look at this. I'm flying and that's Jeff fighting a big alligator right there.
okay, so yeah, wow, it actually is fishing. Yeah, I was going to ask. You said they snagged them, but I wasn't sure what snagging meant.
Yeah, it's a
They
big
use it.
treble hook. They use a big treble hook and you just snag it and hook into it and the fight is on, you know.
Interesting.
But I was having a good time flying the drone, Dennis.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take up too much time on this. It's sort of a long video, but I just wanted to show a little of the drone flight. And I'll keep you in suspense for the size of this alligator that Jeff reels in. And you'll have to go,
All right, so Jeff, what do you think?
and I'm going to cut it short just to tease everybody.
How big do you think he is? 10 foot. 10 foot. You're not getting much back, Jeff. Come on.
Look at that.
9 foot.
But you'll have to watch,
Oh, look at these
watch the
iguanas
video
right here,
to
folks.
see how big that alligator was. But we had a great time doing that, Dennis. We really did.
Yeah, I bet you did. My dad and both of my brothers were hunters.
Oh, they were? Okay.
I think one of my brothers still hunts a lot. The other I don't think so. But
Have a good night, Tomas. Appreciate you watching. Thank you.
I always went out with them. I enjoyed going out in the you end up going before the sun comes up, right? And
No, this was a midday hunt. We had to
well,
be there
okay.
at 2 o'clock, believe it or not. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're hunting rabbits or hunting deer or whatever, that's a different style of hunting, right? And
Yeah, no, they
yeah,
didn't
you
use
always
bang
get up
sticks. They didn't
really
use bang
early and
sticks.
spend alone time in the woods and that. I always enjoyed that. So it's fun.
Well, Dennis, the hour went by quick, and I got to do my little giveaway contest
Oh
for this
yeah,
month's giveaway.
I already have my number
So
written
we
down.
we can't forget to do that. And if people want to put in the lucky number between 1 to 50, we'll see who gets it, and that person their name will go in the hat for the monthly giveaway.
There's my guess.
And hopefully I won't miss it again this week. I usually miss it. So, and you're eligible too, Dennis, because I didn't tell you what the number is.
Thanks.
So,
I put
and
in
it's for
my
a $10 Amazon gift card, guys. People are getting tired of winning the hats and the shirts. Up. I see it. It's up there. And Jerry Bauer, you got it. It was number 6. I think you're the first one to put down number 6.
cool.
So congratulations, Jerry. Your name will go in the hat for the drawing next week. We do that next week.
So I was really close. I was only off by 31.
Yeah. But I don't know, Dennis, I don't know if the World Drone Community is going on tonight with Robbie Gray and Al,
Okay.
or it's going to be Al and Duranify channel. because they haven't been a steady schedule. So I don't know, but they usually go on at 7 p.m. And then we got the Grumpy Vlogger at 8 with Lloyd. And
Yeah.
then, of course, Drone Nation at 9. So it's a busy night. Monday nights are a busy night for live streaming.
Yeah.
But Dennis, now's the time to say goodbye to everybody and anything you want to
Wow.
promote. So
Oh,
thank you
there's
for
no.
being on the show. You were a great guest.
Thank you. It's great to be here. I don't have anything to promote. I've not been publishing videos for a long time. I haven't lost interest in it. I just haven't done it much. But I should be doing something with footage that I accumulated while I was in my New England trip. I should do something with that. Also, Australia. I'm so far behind. But anyway.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where you got a steady following on the weekends. I look forward to your live streams every weekend. Most of
Yeah.
the time I'm up. If I'm not out fishing, I watch it. Or if I don't watch it, I watch the replay,
Yes,
you
you do.
know.
Thank you for
And
that.
I really appreciate you. You always acknowledge me in your live streams, and you acknowledge everybody. And you also play my songs when I request them. So
Well, I
thank you. And
remember the
you
song.
know my favorite song. You know what that is,
Yeah,
My
yeah,
Girl.
my girl. That's
So,
right. Because that was
but
your
thank you,
wedding,
thank you,
your
and thank
key
you for
wedding.
being on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
And everybody in the chat, thank you for watching. Um, I really appreciate it. And the Fly for Fun show will be on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Don't forget to tune in for that. And just get out there and fly for fun, and most importantly, fly safely. And a big part of my thing is get kids involved with flying drones if you have the opportunity. And my saying is, let's get kids hooked on drones, not drugs.
Yeah.
So everybody have a good night, and me and Dennis are going to have a party now in the back room. So we'll see you again next week, same time.
Thanks,
Thank you all.
everyone. We'll see you.